Hi guys, and welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a full body blast using ballet, yoga, and Pilates movements to work that full body. But before we get into it, I wanted to make an announcement, and that is that I finally set up my own website where I feature a bunch of free workout challenges. So all kinds of workout challenges, ballet, Pilates, stretching challenges, and more. And they vary from beginner to advanced, and I have challenges that are from 7 days a week to 21 days a week. And every month I plan to post new challenges, so it would mean the world to me if you would check it out and let me know how you like the challenges. And I will share the link in my description, but if you'd like to see it right now, it is SofaBarFitness.com. I can't wait to see you guys there. So let's get back to the video. So opening up our feet a little bit, almost like a second position, we're just going to go up and down in this nice squat, bringing the hands in front. So we're trying to go as deep as we can here. Keeping those feet open. Just a few more, and then we're going to come for pulses. Alright, let's go. Pulse, 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 pulse. And we're gonna jump. So you can just go onto your toes for releve if this is too difficult. But if not, then continue jumping. And pause. And let's come back to squats. You can take a break at any time you'd like. Just take this at your own pace. And let's come for those pulses. Pulse, 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 and then we'll jump and jump, stretching those legs into the air. Good, and pause. Now let's just take a moment to stretch and just kind of catch our breath. And let's stretch to the back for a nice calf stretch. And let's go to the other side, quad stretch. And stretch it back. Good, and release. And we're gonna do these squats one more time. So get ready. And let's go down, and down, and down. Trying to get that butt and hips low as we can. Still keeping those feet nice and open. You don't want to face them forward. And let's pulse it out. And let's jump. Jump, jump. Good, you're gonna feel this burn now. And pause. And let's go back to the squats. This is our last round. You can do it. I know it hurts, but it's totally worth it. We'll come for pulses now. And let's jump. Jump, jump. Good job, guys. Now let's come for that stretch again. Stretching that quad out. Sorry, I had something on my neck. I have no idea. And let's go to the other side. Yep, still something there, I guess. And let's stretch it to the back. Stretch your calf. And other side. Good, shake it out. You can massage or punch your legs. Just take this moment for yourself, just to relax. And let's bring our legs into second position. We're gonna go up and down with the arms. Our fingers are together. Remember to keep your stomach in nice and tight. Your shoulders are down and your posture is nice and straight. After this, we're going to stretch our arms out to the side. And let's go. So together and to the side, together and to the side.
Never really saw you coming until you turned me around.
Good, we're gonna pause here in a moment and then come up and down for swan arms. Good, and hold it. And let's go up and down. I know this might feel really intense, but you can take a break, like I said, at any time and continue when you're ready. Just take it at your own pace. Shoulders are nice and down. Try not to bring them up as the arms go up. And keeping your body straight. Don't slouch, don't arch. And of course, stomach in. Good, we're almost done. We're gonna bring this to the side in a second. So we're gonna interlace our fingers and go to the side. It's really important that you keep a nice line here. Try not to overstretch your back or slouch. Keeping that stomach nice and strong. If you want to bend your knees here to make it a little bit easier, please do. And let's just bring it all the way down. Just take a moment to catch your breath and take a break. Let's just stretch the arm out. And stretch the other side. Good, and we're gonna come up and down. Hands are interlaced, and we're just trying to make a tabletop with our back. So really nice and straight like a board. This is really gonna work our lower back and our shoulders. And as a bonus, it also works your hamstrings. After this, we're gonna take it to the other side. Good, and come up, and let's just go side, and up, and side, up, side. Don't forget your nice line, keeping that stomach in, don't arch and don't slouch. Keep your knees bent if this feels too intense. After this, we'll take that nice stretch down. So take it down And let's just stretch that one arm up. And switch it to the other side. After this, we're gonna come for that exercise where we go up and down. So trying to make a flat back here every time we come up. Really feel your shoulders and your back engaged. And let's just take it down after this and just stretch it out again. This time we'll grab our ankle or our foot. Really try to stretch that arm all the way over. And other side. After this, we're going to come for a nice side lunge. So let's just slide over to the side, keeping your foot up. And let's go to the other side, keeping the standing foot on the ground, heel down, and the other foot facing up. If you can't go all the way down, that's totally fine. Just do your best here. After this, we're going to come for a nice high lunge position. And then we're going to come into plank and then switch it to the other side. So here I am in the high lunge. And let's come to plank. And other side. Keeping that butt under, your tailbone tucked in, and keeping those shoulders over the wrists. You don't want to lift your hips at any point here.
I used to think I was nothing until you turned me around.
After this, we're going to pause on one side and come for a nice stretch. So bring the knee down. We'll come for a nice low lunge position. So you can keep your body up, or you can do what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn my foot out and I'm going to press on the knee, just stretching the hip even more. Good, let's come back into plank and let's stretch on the other side. So again, you can stay up with your upper body in this low lunge, or you can turn the hip out and just increase the difficulty in the stretch. So now we're going to take a variation of the lizard crunch or knee to elbow. So our knee is just coming to our elbow, back to plank, and other side. Knee to elbow, back to plank. Good, these are quite fast. Trying to get our heart rate up. And once again, don't lift those hips. Keep that tailbone tucked in. Shoulders over the wrists. And you can make a slight movement to the side when you're crunching here. And hold in that plank. Hold, hold, hold. You've got this. And knees down, and let's come for a nice child pose, just to catch our breath and relax a little bit. After this, we're going to come for our last plank exercise, which we're just going to be in plank and just lifting the leg up and down. So come onto your knees into plank, and let's just lift that leg up. And other side, and other side, and other side. Really trying to keep those hips under, tailbone tucked in. I know it's hard when you're kicking the leg up, but just try your best here. After this, we're going to come for a nice butt exercise. So let's just come down onto our knees and we're just going to lift the leg up and down, alternating sides. So leg up, bend, other leg up, bend. We're trying to kick as high as we can. Really trying to extend that leg as much as we can, pointing the toe. After this, we're going to come back to that plank exercise, and then one more time this exercise. And let's come back to the plank, and up. Leg up, keeping those hips under, tailbone tucked in. Try not to lift the hips here. And knees down, and let's come for those leg lifts again. Alternating sides, stretching that leg as much as we can, pointing the toe. And let's just pause on one side, and we're going to come for Pilates push-ups. So keeping the leg up, and we're just going to push up. And push up. If this is too difficult, you can keep both knees on the ground and just come for a modified push-up. And after this, we're going to come down onto our elbows, and we're just going to lift the leg up and down as high as we can, keeping that hip turned in. Just pulses up.
Never really saw you coming until you turned me around. I used to think I was nothing.
After this, we're going to bend the leg, keeping it turned in, and even smaller pulses. Alright, let's go and pulse it up. Keeping that bent leg. I know it's hard, but after this, we're going to come for a nice child's pose. And let's go down. Knees together. And just catch your breath. Relax those hips and the lower back. And let's just come up and let's just stretch the hips out. So knees together, and we're just slightly going to go to the side with the hips. And let's go to the other side. And we're going to repeat this all on the other side, starting with the Pilates push-up. So leg up, and let's just go down and up with the chest. Really trying to get down with that chest. I know it's hard. You can come for a modified push-up with knees together if this is too hard. And let's come down to our elbows and just lift the leg up for pulses, keeping the hip turned in, leg is stretched, toe is pointed. After this, we're going to come with the bent leg, small pulses. All right, let's bend that leg and pulse it up. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Keeping that hip turned in, try not to open it.
Never really saw you coming until you turned me around. I used to think I was nothing.
And let's come for the nice child's pose. And just hold it here. Relax, catch your breath. And let's come up. And we're just gonna stretch the hip out. Knees together. You can come for whatever hip stretch if you want. Just doing a simple one. And we're gonna come for a nice side series. So you can either be on your elbow or have your hand on the ground and with your arm completely stretched, or you can go with your hand on the ground and your elbow a little bit bent like I am. This is gonna make it difficult. And all we're gonna do is bend the knee forward and then stretch it out to the side. Our other arm is extended out to the side. And we're really trying to stretch the leg and point the toe as much as we can when it's extended. After this, we're gonna keep the leg stretched and pulse it up, up, up. Just small little pulses. Keeping the leg stretched, toe pointed. You're working your entire leg, including your calf, like this. And we're gonna go all the way down onto the elbow, bringing that top leg in front, bending it and stretching the other leg. You can hold onto your leg or ankle if that's easier for you. And we're just gonna lift up and down, working that inner thigh. Don't forget to stretch that leg and point the toe. We wanna work the entire leg here.
Never really saw you coming until you turned me around. I used to think I was nothing until you turned me around.
After this, we're gonna flex the foot and bring the motion back. All right, let's flex that foot and go back and back and back. Keeping that leg in the air. Try not to drop it. Good, and just hold it up. And we're gonna come onto our butt. We're gonna bend our elbows and we're just gonna lift the leg up and down, up to the knee. So we're working our lower abs here. We're only gonna do a few of these as not to overwork our hip flexor. Keeping those abs engaged, really tightening them. And let's just hold it up. And we'll bend our knees. And we're just gonna kind of come for a reverse crunch, but just holding it back. You can have your arms here or you can have them crossed like I am. Just hold here, really engaging those lower abs, keeping them tight. Good, and we're gonna stay here. And we're just gonna stretch our arms and just gonna go to one side and back. Keeping that crunch position, really engaging those abs. If you need to put your feet under something to hold you there, please do so. And let's release. And we're just gonna stretch our abs a bit. So hands back and just arch that back. And let's stretch those hips again. So knees together. And just slightly going to the side with the hips. And let's take it to the other side. You can take a longer break at any moment. And let's stretch the side. And let's stretch the other side. Good, and let's take this all on the other side, starting with the side series. So I'm going to bend my elbow here. And I'm going to stretch, bend, and stretch. Bend and stretch, really working the obliques here, but also the hip and thigh. And let's come for those nice pulses after this one and pulse it out. Really stretching the leg and pointing the toe. Trying really hard to keep those abs engaged. Try not to arch or slouch here. And we'll bring that leg in front and come for those nice inner thigh exercises. So holding onto that ankle to make it a little easier. And let's lift the free leg up and down. Still keeping that toe pointed and leg stretched. We want to work that entire leg here. And let's flex the foot and just bring it back. Small little pulses back. Keeping that leg up. I know it's hard, but you can do it. And let's come onto our butt. And we're just going to lift the leg up and down, keeping our elbows bent. Keeping that toe pointed, don't forget. And really keeping these abs engaged. And let's bend both of our knees. And we're just going to come for those small ab exercises. We're just going to keep our body back slightly. Just hold here. After that, we'll extend our arms and then just go to the side. All right, let's extend those arms. And we'll just go to the side and to the side. Good. Hold that position. Try not to go up. After this, we're going to come for a nice bridge position with our arms extended. All right, let's go. We're just going to lift our hips up here. Arms are stretched. We can lay our head back. Just stretching those abs, but you also feel it in your shoulders. Let's bring the head back and let's just pulse it here in the elbows, bending them ever so slightly. Working those arms. Pulse, pulse, pulse. After this, we're going to come all the way down and come for a nice bridge series.
Until you turned me around. I used to think I was nothing until you turned me.
All right, let's lower down onto our backs. And we're just going to lift the hips up, keeping our feet hip width apart. And it's really important to keep your tailbone tucked in. You don't want to arch here too much. It's really not important how high your hips go here. It's important that your butt is engaged so that we can make the most of this exercise.
I never really saw you coming until you turned me around. I used to think I was nothing until you turned me around.
Just keep going. We're going to come for pulses after this. Just up and down, nice and slow. All right, let's go for pulses. So up, up, up. You've got this. We're almost finished with this whole workout. And we're just gonna hold it up. Good, and lower down. And we're finished with exercises. We're just gonna stretch, so just grab your knees, just work around with the hips, relax them, squeeze them tight. You can roll your ankles here. And we're gonna grab one leg and we're gonna stretch the hamstring. So you can grab wherever you want on your leg, and we're just gonna pulse it out first. Really trying to keep that leg stretched as we can. And now we're just gonna hold the leg, trying to keep the leg stretched. You can place your hand on your knee to keep it stretched. And we're gonna bend it and foot over the knee. And we're just gonna squeeze the knee tight. This is a really nice hip stretch. And let's just stretch the other leg and stretch that hamstring on the other side. So let's start with pulses first, keeping that leg as stretched as we can. Good, and just hold it. Doesn't matter where you hold it. Under your knee, calf, foot, ankle, thigh, whatever is comfy for you. Just keep that leg stretched. And let's bring that leg over the knee and just squeeze it tight. Coming for this nice hip stretch. And let's release. And we're gonna come up. And we're just gonna come for a nice cow face. So knees stacked up on each other. If you can't get into the full position, that's totally fine. Just do your best. Good, just hold here. And let's come down now with our head. Really increasing the stretch in our hip. And let's come up and bring that leg over to the back and stretch the quad. And we're just gonna lean back. You can go all the way down with your body. You can stay up like I am. Good, let's bring it around and we're gonna stretch for a nice pigeon position. So stretching the leg back, bending the one in front, and we're just gonna come down. And just hold here. Having nice deep breaths. And let's come up. And let's take it all on the other side. So cow face first. Just wiggle around, get into that position. And we're gonna go down. And let's come up and we're gonna bring that leg up and around and to the back and come for a nice quad stretch. Good, release and let's come around, keeping the front leg bent and stretching the one in the back. And let's come for this nice pigeon pose, coming all the way down and just holding here. And let's come up, keeping that front leg bent. Let's turn around and we'll come for a nice seated hamstring stretch, just going down towards the stretch leg. Just hold here. You can pulse it out if this feels way too intense for you. Let's come up and keep that knee up and let's twist. So elbow around the knee and just looking over the shoulder. And let's take it to the other side. First, the seated hamstring stretch. So bending the knee, stretching the other. And let's just bring our head down to our shin or knee, wherever you are. And let's come up and bringing that knee up. Come for that nice spinal twist. So elbow on the knee and looking over the shoulder. And let's release. And we're going to stretch both legs and come for a nice forward stretch. First, we're going to pulse it out. So go down and up. Pulsing it out. And now let's just hold it down. If you can't get there, it's totally fine. Just try your best. Every day you're getting better, so don't give up. All right, let's come up and we'll come for some nice arm and neck stretches. So let's first just stretch our arm out to the side, other arm under. And let's bring that arm around and back, holding our elbow. And let's stretch it to the other side. And stretch it back, hand on your elbow. And let's just place our hand on our head ever so lightly, stretching the other arm halfway. And let's bring that arm all the way down. And let's just place the hand on the head and bring it diagonally. And let's just stretch it all the way down into the center. Just holding it. And let's bring it to the other side, stretching the arm halfway. And bring it all the way down. Try not to pull on the head too hard. And let's bring it diagonally. And bring it to the center. And let's bring it up and just roll your shoulders. Good, and let's just hold the shoulders down. Let's interlace our fingers behind, and we're just gonna stretch all the way down in this easy pose. And release the arms and just hold it down still. And let's rock it side to side. And let's slowly come up. And we're finished. I hope you guys liked that workout, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!